Assalamu alaikum ورحمة وبركاته. Alhamdulillah, inshallah, in this video we will continue our review of Surah An Nisa, inshallah. Okay, let's start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربنا زدنا علما. Okay, so in the last video we stopped here in ayah number 52, so inshallah we'll continue from here. Okay, so remember from the last video, I said that Allah was talking about the Jews, the ones who were enemies of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ at that time, and then it's as if there's like a pause, and Allah reassured that I know your enemies and I am your helper, right? So for this one, I think of it the same way. So Allah talked about them, right, in detail here, and then it's as if here's a pause again. أولئك الذين لعنهم الله ومن يلعن الله فلن تجد له نصيرا, right? And then Allah will talk about them again. So here, أم لهم نصيب من الملك فإذا لا يؤتون الناس نقيرا, right? So the way I think about this is because they did not want Prophet Muhammad ﷺ as their prophet, the leader, right? So the way I think about it is, أم لهم نصيب من الملك, do they have a share in dominion? I mean, like, do they have a say who becomes a prophet? Or no, right? They don't. So this is actually from the tafseer, is like a rebuke to them because they don't have a dominion. They don't have anything. And if they did, فإذا لا يؤتون الناس نقيرا, they're not going to give people anything because they're so stingy. They're going to keep everything for themselves out of fear of losing for themselves. They might run out, right? And another thing, أم يحسدون الناس على ما آتاهم الله من فضله, because Prophet Muhammad was given prophethood, so they're jealous of that Allah gives someone, other people, other than them, something from Allah, right? فقد آتينا على إبراهيم. I'm sorry here. Allah gave Prophet Ibrahim bounties, right? So he got books and hikmah, and from his lineage, other prophets and kings came, right? His children, from his children's children, right? آتيناهم ملكا عظيما, right? Like Prophet Sulaiman and Prophet Dawood, right? And from them, so فمنهم, so it's connected. فمنهم من آمن به, so some of them, yeah, they believed, and some of them did not. And those that did not, فمنهم صد عن, what happened to them? What are they deserving of? وكفى بجهنم سعيرا, right? So that's how I connected it. See, they're all connected, just like a conversation. And then this one is where I remember this when I converted. This is one of the things that really caught my eye. There was like introduction, and there are like miracles in the Qur'an, and like how could Prophet Muhammad ﷺ know this one? Because this is talking about people who will go to Jahannam, and they're going to burn their skin. And if you're a medical professional, if you're in the medical field, you know that once the skin is thoroughly burned, you cannot feel. So people can make fun of, yeah, you'll go to hell and then it'll burn the skin and I cannot feel anything. Actually, no. Allah clarifies here that they will burn their skin and then Allah will put another one. Subhanallah. And I just remember this because, yeah, it's very accurate. Because, yes, if you thoroughly burn your skin, their pain receptors are gone, which are on the skin. So this is how I connected it. Sa'ira, if you remember. So here, so those who are turned away, kafa bi jahannama sa'ira, blazing fire. Fire burns. So the next ayah, إن الذين كفروا بآياتنا سوف نصليهم نار. We will burn them. Actually, like chuck them to fire, right? نصليهم نارا. So سعير here, نارا, and نصليهم كلما نضجت. Oh, so you cannot make fun of it. Yeah, whenever once their skin's roasted, جلودهم بدلناهم, we will change it, replace it, right? جلودهم بدلناهم جلودا غيرها ليذوقوا العذاب, so they can feel it, taste it, the punishment. إن الله كان عزيزا حكيما. Right? And if you've seen my other videos, I mentioned before that Allah usually, after a punishment is mentioned, like this one, like talking about fire, Jahannam, we get hope in the next ayah. So the next ayah, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. So you have a choice. You can go here or you be this one. وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ سَنُدْخِلُهُم where? Jannat. You go to Jannah, right? سندخلهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها أبدا, forever. لهم فيها أزواج مطهرة وندخلهم, this one, ظلا ظليلا. So the way I connect it to the next one, so they're going to enter this one, shade, right? If you know the hadith about the ones who will be under the shade, that's how I connected it to this one. This is the hadith I'm talking about. See, so there are 7 whom Allah will shade on the day when there is no shade. And just ruler. So this one first, just ruler. They are the just ruler. So this one, let's read the next ayah then. إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَأْمُرُكُمْ. What does Allah command? To render trust to whom you are their due. So who could do this? Someone who is an authority, someone who can actually fulfill this, right? So the way I think about it, it's like someone who's like a ruler. So that's how I connected it. إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَأْمُرُكُمْ أَن تُعَدُّوا الْأَمَانَاتِ إِلَىٰ أَهْلِهَا وَإِذَا حَكَمْتُمْ. So when you judge between people, to judge with justice, who can do this? Someone who's in a high position, right? And actually it doesn't just have to be someone in a high position. Even at home, if you are like the mom, the father, so it doesn't, but I'm just saying that's how I remembered it. إن الله يأمركم أن تؤدوا الأمانات إلى أهلها وإذا حكمتم بين الناس أن تحكموا بالعدل إن الله نعم ما يعظكم به إن الله كان سميعا بصيرا. Now, if you remember from my previous video, so Allah talked about the hypocrites, right? And from there, I said that imagine that Prophet Muhammad was reciting it. So when they heard it, their attention, they got the attention, right? Prophet Muhammad already got their attention. So it was some. And so the next ayah becomes directly directed to them, addressed to them. Ya ayyuhal ladhina utul kitab, right? So here it's the same thing. Allah said, Inna Allah ya'murukum. Allah is commanding something. So if you're a believer, you're like, oh, you're going to listen, right? So the next ayah is, Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu. Because now you're listening. Now Allah is talking directly to you, right? Because you are listening, because pay attention. Allah is commanding something. So now this one is directly to the believers. Okay. So that's how I connected it. So, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ati'u Allah wa ati'u rasul. But there's another one. Wa ulil amri minkum. If you pay attention to it, see, ati'u Allah وأطيعوا الرسول. But when it comes to ulil amr, there's no ati'u anymore. And I remember from a lecture that I listened to, you have to listen, you have to obey Allah unconditionally. Ati'u Allah, and also the same thing with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the same. But when it comes to someone who is in authority, who's just a regular person, you have to think, is it going against Allah or Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? So that's why it's not unconditional anymore. وَأُولِي الْأَمْرِ مِنْكُمْ. That's why there's no ati here, ati'u, right? And so that's how I remember it. So فَإِن تَنَازَعْتُمْ, if you disagree in anything, what do? This is so helpful at home if you live in a multicultural family. Do you follow this culture or that culture? No, let's just go back to Allah and Messenger. Go back to Qur'an and Sunnah. إن كنتم تؤمنون بالله واليوم الآخر ذلك خير وأحسن تأويلا. Right? What is the ذلك? ذلك, this one. The Qur'an and the Sunnah. If you read a tafseer, so it will be this one from the Qur'an and the Sunnah. That is the best way and the best end result. So look at the next ayah. Look, have you not seen those who claim to have believed in what was revealed to you? See, ألم تر إلى الذين يزعمون أنهم آمنوا بما أنزل إليك, right? وما أنزل من قبلك يريدون أن يتحاكموا. So this one. And another thing, if you don't remember that, this is one thing that I used to think. So I remember za'a. And then the next ayah also has za'a. So I remember the next word has za'a. So if you don't remember this thing, how you connect this thing, there it is, za'a. ألم تر إلى الذين يزعمون. Right? Okay, so inshallah I'll stop here. This helpful, and inshallah I'll see you in the next video. جزاكم الله خيرا for watching. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.